Good morning. I hope you've all been working hard already this morning. I just wanted to go over your Wonders material with you for today and your reading passages. So today you are doing the reading passage, Middle Colonies, and then you're also doing the I'm Thankful For reading passage and questions. So this is our Wonders Unit 2, Week 3. Today is Day 2. Our key concept for this unit is immigration, and our essential question is, why do people immigrate to new places? This week we are reading historical fiction texts that tell the story of people who came to America. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go back and reread pages 139 to 143 in your reading and writing companion. You can see I left out the end in companion. That is the story Sailing to America, because you're going to be using that story to answer the questions on the following pages in your reading and writing companion. So the first page that you're going to be doing after you go back and read that is page 146. Reread the shared read, make predictions. Use story clues to predict what happens next. Was your prediction right? Reread to confirm or check it. Change it if it isn't right. Find text evidence. What will Da do after he reaches America? You may have predicted that he would send for his family. Reread pages 140 and 141 for clues to support your prediction. And it does give you the passage right here so that you can read it right here. Quick tip, a story setting can offer clues about what will happen next. For example, you can use the change of setting from Ireland to America to predict what characters in Sailing to America will do. Your turn. Predict what will happen when the family arrives in America. Find clues to support your prediction. Write your prediction here. All right, so go back and reread and complete page 146. For page 147, we're talking about events and illustrations. Sailing to America is historical fiction. Historical fiction is a made-up story that takes place in the past, has illustrations that show historical details. Find text evidence. I can tell that Sailing to America is historical fiction. The characters and story are made up, but they are based on real events that happened a long time ago. Events, the story and characters are made up, but the events could have happened in real life. Events in historical fiction happened a long time ago. Illustrations. Illustrations show details about how people lived. Your turn. Find two things in Sailing to America that could happen in real life. Talk about why the story is historical fiction. Write your answer below. Readers to writers. Notice the details the author uses in Sailing to America to help you know what the characters feel and think. When you write, think about specific details that you can use to show your characters' feelings and thoughts. On page 148, we're talking about theme. The theme of a story is the author's message. To figure out the theme, notice what the characters do and say. Then think about what deeper ideas these key details suggest. Find text evidence. In Sailing to America, Mama and Da dream of living in America. I think this is an important detail. I will reread to find more key details. Then I can figure out the story's theme. So you see here they have detail, theme. Details tell what the characters do and say. They help you figure out the theme. Your turn. Reread Sailing to America. Find more important details and write them in your graphic organizer. Use the details above and the ones you wrote to figure out the theme. Quick tip. A theme is different from a topic. A topic is what the story is about. For example, the topic of Sailing to America is immigration during the late 1800s. Here is your chart, your detail theme. So this is the chart that you're going to be filling out. Then on page 150, we're doing respond to reading. Talk about the prompt below. Think about the theme of the story. Use your notes and graphic organizer. How does the author help you understand what it was like to immigrate to America? Quick tip. Use these sentence starters to talk about immigration. The author uses dialogue to, and remember, dialogue is a conversation back and forth. I read that Danny What did Danny do? This helps me understand that. What did it help you understand? Grammar connections. As you write your response, be sure to check that you have capitalized the names of people and places. Remember to use a punctuation mark at the end of each sentence. So I wanted to point that part out because in some work that I was just checking a couple of days ago from last week, there were some things where you had to rewrite the sentence correctly on the back and using capitalization correctly. And some of you did the capitalization correctly, but then you left the punctuation off the end. So the sentence is still not correct. So make sure you are using the punctuation at the end of your sentences. Then you're going to move on to page 151, research and inquiry. We're talking about primary and secondary sources. Primary sources help us learn about the past. A primary source may be an original document or something written by someone who took part in an event. Photographs from the past, letters, and diary entries are examples of primary sources. Secondary sources are created by someone who was not at an event. Encyclopedias and textbooks are examples of secondary sources. Look at the illustration below. Are the examples pictured primary or secondary sources? Explain why. Write a journal entry. Pretend you are an immigrant traveling with your family to America in the 1800s. Write a journal entry about it. 1. Identify and gather relevant information. Use at least one primary source. 2. Write your journal entry. 3. Share your entry with a partner. So you're going to share your entry with a grown-up at home and they can record it and send it to me. Quick tip, relevant information includes facts and details that are related to your topic. Use a variety of sources such as encyclopedias, photographs, and websites as you identify and gather relevant information. Okay, guys, that is all for today. Remember, there is also a math video posted for you on our YouTube channel, so make sure that you use these things to help you each day. I'll talk to you all soon.